Yes, guys, today is going to be our last day of our huge 1200 XRP giveaway. If we hit 40,000 subscribers today, I'm going to be hopping on a live stream and 3 winners will win 400 XRP each. So if you want to enter, all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, are subscribed with the notification bell on, and you have commented something down below, as your comment will act as your entry ticket. However, having said all of that, let's get into today's content. Massive TV campaign launched for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple XRP. Now, I'm assuming most of you guys already know what it is about, but yes, it is about Grayscale. Grayscale's planned TV campaign for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple is supposed to inform about crypto via several national news networks this week. The information campaign is a further step towards the mainstream in order to strengthen confidence among investors, businesses, and consumers. And one of the cool parts about things like this all the time, and whenever I read it, is that this always allows for more adoption, and it always allows for newer people to enter, and also the Google Trends to do really positively. So I didn't actually open up Google Trends, but what is very often seen is that whenever XRP is mentioned on national news or any of these very big financial news platforms, or how do you say them? Like, I don't know, like just channels, I should say, then it gets a little bit of a boost in people who look it up. And of course, the main reason behind that is if somebody talks about their investment, saying just how huge it is and what the chances are for it, people are going to be like, what, really? I want to check that out. I want to see it for myself. And that's so positive, because once that happens, I think people will also understand exactly why XRP is so good. And moving that forward, I think a lot of people will also look into Ripple and see the potential technology, maybe providing it further to somebody they know or work with who might also be able to, or at least want to, adopt this, and most likely will spread the rumor further. Then I just saw this a couple of days ago, but I didn't give it too much attention until later today when I saw another article pop up. Goldman Sachs named new head of digital assets in a bet that blockchain is the future of financial markets. The bank made Matthew McDermott a managing director who ran the investment bank's internal funding operations, its new head of digital assets last month, CNBC has learned. McDermott, who is based in London, has a radical vision for markets, a future in which all of the world's financial assets reside on electronic ledgers, and activities that today require squadrons of bankers and lawyers, like initial public offerings, IPO, and debt issuances, could be largely automated. At Goldman, McDermott is expanding his team, doubling its headcount with hires in Asia and Europe, and Goldman is now also examining the possibility of creating its own coin. McDermott said, "We are exploring the commercial viability of creating our own fiat digital token, but it's early days." And basically this addition right now might actually do quite a lot more for the space than we expected. The move, first discovered by CNBC, marks a decisive push by the bank into crypto with an old-school banker at the helm. And all I can say and all I can think about here is just, this is looking to be insanely huge. Now look at this, guys. McDermott had told CNBC that he is already exploring the possibility of creating a fiat digital token, though he called the project early days. He has been joined by Ollie Harris, appointed by McDermott as head of strategy, and Harris is the figure behind JP Chase's Quorum blockchain, as well as the development of the bank's settlement coin, JPM coin. And that's again where I'm starting to think, like, damn, right? So Goldman Sachs is really starting to look at their own currency here, and as we've explained before, through the system, it could utilize XRP, right? Maybe not in the direct sense that they'll be working with XRP in Goldman Sachs, where it's not going to, because of course, if Goldman Sachs has the option, they will go for a Goldman Sachs coin or a GS coin or things like that. However, we're still talking about these banks, they don't trust each other. For example, JPM going to have their own coin, Goldman Sachs going to have their own coin. And one of the big problems here is that it's going to be very difficult to trade them against each other. So you're going to have to need an intermediary pair, like, for example, XRP, because otherwise what you're going to need is, for example, if Goldman Sachs has to have a deal with JP Morgan, they're still going to need some kind of nostro-vostro system where or reserve system basically, where JPM or JP Morgan has to hold a lot of GS coin to be able to handle it all. And same goes the other way around, where Goldman Sachs most likely has to hold a lot of JPM coin, depending on whether or not it's backed, by the way. I mean, I actually haven't looked into it so far just quite yet. Is it just going to be a coin that's based out of thin air or backed on real dollars? I don't really know exactly what they thought about in that regard, actually. But because if it's completely online, not backed by anything or really, nothing like that, then it could be a little bit easier. But the fact still remains that they would have to hold a lot of it, or they would need a good system where they can exchange it. But I think the easiest way to exchange it all is with XRP pairs, unless pairs against each other were to come out. But I think that would still be a little bit odd. I still find that a little bit odd, unless consumers are going to be hoarding those coins themselves. But I think those coins are meant for just the back end. So I still think XRP could work quite heavily in those situations. The pound has been trending higher against the dollar. Will it last? Pound sterling has been rising against the dollar. Dominic Frisby sets his trend lines in the chart to see where the pound is heading next. Well, all I can say about this is right now, all these currencies are having some very, very strange movement going on. Some very, very strange, even unseen before levels. Because here you can see GBP USD in history, like it's just been deteriorating over a very long while. And here you can see over the last couple of months how it's been moving, which is really, really odd seeing, I guess, the history from the last decade. No, not a decade. How do you say it, like 10 years? Decennium? How do you say it in English? I don't freaking know. I think you guys know what I mean. The last 10 years here. It's been really, really, how do you say 10 years in English, guys? The last 10, that's decade. Yes, that's decade. Century is 100 years. Decade is 10 years. Yes, so I was correct. Yeah, I think so. Decennium is 1,000 years. I'm messing up. The Latin flowing through my blood. You can hear it already in my voice. Damn. So, I'm just joking. It's pretty cringe, but all right. Yeah, GBP USD was going down like crazy for the last decade, 10 years. Pretty damn insane. However, right now it's looking to go up like crazy. And most likely that is because of all the tensions going on right now. I think we can all understand exactly what's going on surrounding that. However, it's not the only pair. It's not the only currency that's having their own trouble right now, as I think a lot of countries are having some very, very strange thoughts surrounding a lot of the stimulus, a lot of the help and they need to do because of the pandemic, a lot of the economical kind of push down that they've had. And also, of course, interest rates. Yeah, very, very important. Then, FTSE adds 100 to early gains, or FTSE 100 adds to early gains. There is a list. The length of your arm, why investors should be feeling edgy, according to SpreadX, Corner Campbell. Nevertheless, markets have opened higher. And I've been seeing a lot of articles from the Motley Fool, right? I told you guys about it. They've been really, really trying to push UK stocks for quite a little while. They've been saying, hey, buy into it. And actually, funny enough, UK stocks have actually done really, really well over a very short period prior to all of this, which in my opinion is pretty fun to see because, I mean, who would have really expected that? UK stocks are not like the first thing I would think about buying right now in a position like this. However, yes, they have been prospering and they might even be prospering further. However, still, I'm not going to be recommending you guys buy that. I'm still quite against it. I'm still going all the way for crypto just because I think it has the highest probability of doing good over, a really longer period of time. I'm talking about the next couple of years with massive amount of gains. So not just the small boy gains. No. I'm talking about massive, huge gains to come. And with the London or with the UK, I guess, all you will get is maybe, let's say, a 50% boost over the next couple of years, maybe the next 10 years or so. But eventually it would just fall again, all right? So you're still going to have to take a little bit of a bet. With XRP, I think the certainty is just a lot higher that it will just keep gradually rising over time with no stop. And with UK stocks, it's just too small, the real percentages. It's just not because it's a dip that you might get yourself a good deal. But in the end, yeah, not too much about that. Then the other article is exactly the same one, where it's just people are looking at exactly London market early call, higher call despite US-China tensions. It's basically the same situation. By the way, wondering, maybe I shouldn't have led my computer to other people, getting some crazy ass ads here. But I think I've turned all my ad preferences off. It's pretty interesting. AliExpress, Officiel, the French one. Damn. And Microsoft Azure. All right. Those are nice targeting, guys. Very smart of you. That's exactly what I wanted. Good job. But no, right here, London market early call. Higher call despite US-China tensions. And basically what this all refers to here is that even though the US-China have been having their issues, the UK markets are still doing extraordinarily well. right? And it's just not expected because we would have thought that the US, or actually the world, would kind of, just wait a little bit with their movements until it's settled down a little bit. But no, it's not the case. They've all been doing extraordinarily well. Then Chainlink hitting $22 is possible but risky by crypto analyst Timothy Peterson of Cane Island Alternative Advisors has postulated that Chainlink can go as high as $32 by the end of 2020. However, he warns that such a move by Link would not be sustainable. Furthermore, buying at such levels could result in investors of Link losing 50% of their investment or more. And all I can say about this is, if you are buying Link, you are taking a risk. You are taking a risk that you're buying a crypto that's almost at the top already and it might fall down hard, especially when Chainlink will go on a little bit further for the next couple of weeks here. If it gains more, people will fall all the harder. Right now is a good position to get yourself a nice bag of cryptos, and I will always recommend buying at least 4 to 5 to make sure you, as I said before, are playing the roulette wheel a little bit better with a kind of a lower risk, lower reward per one coin, but an overall better risk. So it's just a more diversified, which is in this case a better risk, and most likely a higher return. And in portfolio theory, this is a lot better of an idea, as in the end, you'll come out way, way, way better than just hoarding one coin. But again, guys, that's just my theory. If you're going to go for Chainlink, go into it as soon as possible, and, hold on to dear life. But still, it's a risk you're taking right there because it's already really high. It's already been there for a little while. And you might get burned on your ass. Just telling you guys that one. With XRP, it's not gone that far up in the shorter term, so there's more possibility for it. But again, guys, it's your own call. It's your own thoughts. I'm just really surprised that markets have been doing so good. And that, again, XRP will be everywhere. It's the fact. But markets have been doing so good. The pound has been doing so good. It's kind of strange. Why is the UK doing this extraordinarily well? I mean, we have some Brexit concerns. We have some retiring concerns. But more about retiring will come out later today. Today was more so about the market in the UK doing so prosperous, or being so prosperous, in a time of uncertainty. Maybe it's a hint that things like XRP will also be prosperous in times of uncertainty. Maybe, who knows. Guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Hopefully you understood that. Take care.